happy Sunday. Welcome to Cosying Up with Essy, where we do all things DIY, home decor and organization, hauls, thrifts, tips and hacks for your home. My name is Esther and welcome back again to a home of little simple, cozy and inexpensive ideas. Today's video is the DIY. I want to upgrade different parts of my bedroom. I want to have different decor items and even just DIYing some of these things that can really cost a fortune. So what I'm going to be doing in this video, I want to make two-side bedside tables using cartons, and I hope you enjoy to see that process. It's really a transformation, guys, and you don't need a lot of materials. I'll be explaining a step-to-step guide in the video. So I also want to make some decor on the headboard side, so I'm going to be using mirror decors and incorporating some of the macrame mats that I had made in a video last year, so you can watch that out. I'm going to leave the video here so that you guys can click it and just watch and see how I also came about with that. So guys, come along with me, let's do this, and I hope you enjoyed this DIY. And if you haven't joined our DIY family yet, guys, please subscribe, like, share. Let's grow the channel, guys. Let's keep on getting more good content and just encouraging me to give you and to bring you content ideas that can help you upskill and just make your home better, you know, guys, with cheap, inexpensive ideas. And if you're a returning subscriber, guys, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, please subscribe. Let's grow the channel, share, watch all my content, and I'm sure you will get something that inspires you. For this first DIY, I want to make the bedside tables. As you can see, I don't have bedside tables at now. So what I'm going to use are these cartons. I'm going to be using at least 4 to 5 cartons for each bedside tables. I get these cartons from a shop nearby where I stay. So this is just recycling cartons instead of just allowing the shopkeeper to just destroy them. So I just ask her, and then once the cartons are done with the contents, then she assists me with them. So what I'm doing here, I have already placed together different carton sizes. As you can see, I'm just juggling around each carton and just making sure it's stable enough, because you want a side table stable enough, because you can place a candle, you can place your keys, you can place your phone and anything else, even a book in case that's what you need, or even a lamp. So what I'm doing, I've just made different sizes in the different cartons. And now what I want to do now with these white cartons, these are pizza cartons, the cartons that come with pizza. So I want to also recycle them and just make a top part, or the top part of the side table, and also on this just flattening the sides. So before I spray paint that, so what I'm going to do, or what I have just done, is just I've measured the top part and traced with a pencil, and now I'm just going to use my ruler and my cutter to just make sure I have clean cuts for that. And then I'm going to be using my hot glue to make sure that I stick it comfortably and very well enough. So I've already placed my glue gun and with the glue, so it's just getting hot at the moment. And then I'm going to stick on the upper part of that. So I'm going to do this for both bedside tables, because I want them to have nice top layers, and then that will make it even look more cool. So once I'm done cutting, just making sure I have the correct measurements. As you can see, you can also, if you don't have a ruler, you can just place the carton on the carton, the bigger carton on the cardboard, and then just trace it with a pencil, and you'll also come up with good measurements. But having a ruler makes it even more cleaner, so that's what I use. So using a cutter, I find using a cutter very easy, because you make sure that you get the clean straight lines. So that's what I'm using instead of scissors. If you don't have a cutter, you can as well use scissors. So as you can see now, I have both my top parts of the side table. So I'm just going to be using the top carton to fix it, and then I'm going to return it in the bedside table. So this hot glue The glue gun is one of my best DIYs investments. I really love it because it helps me a lot in my DIYs. So maybe if you like DIYs, you can invest on such. So as you can see, I'm just securing the top part using hot glue so that I can stick well the carton. So as you can see now, I have a straight top of the side table, which is something good for me. So now I'm going to go ahead and spray paint the side tables. So what I've done, I've just placed them outside, and as you can see, I've also plugged in the white carton inside the two cartons as well to just bring that seamlessness. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be spray painting 3 sides of this of the bedside table. So that is the side that you're seeing right now, the top part, and then the 2 side areas. So now at least once I am able to get that done, so it will be very easy for me now to have very clean edges, and just even making sure that all edges are also spray painted, so at least you have every other edge very well spray painted in the same color. So this is what I'm going to be doing, and then I'll show you the after of this bedside tables. And I really loved using black. It concealed everything. You can also use any other spray paint color that you like. If you like white, I just wanted to use black because it's a theme that I'm going with in the bedroom. So this is how the bedside tables look. I really love them, and guys, this is one of the best DIYs that I have made in the bedroom, and actually I just love them. So now I have a place to place my keys, a flower vase, and something else. For this second DIY, I want to be using these circular rings, and then I'm going to be first spray paint them because I don't want them in this shade. So I'm going to be spray painting them matte black as well, and then as they dry, I'm going to be thinking of the next step. So what I want to do is I want to make mirror decors and then incorporate them with the macrame mats that I had made in a previous video that I will attach even at the end of this video so that you guys can click and watch. So what I'm doing, I just bought these mirrors. At least I bought a dozen of these. So what I'm using, I'm just removing them from where they were, and then just making sure that I have the correct measurement. So what I'm using is the pizza cartons again, so the white pizza cartons. So instead of throwing them away, guys, you can also DIY something. You never know, you don't have to throw. I always keep saying you don't have to throw everything away. So just tracing the outer layer and the inner layer, so because it's like 2 circles. And then once I make that, I'm going to make sure that I have the correct measurement for the center. So first I will need to cut the outer layer of the circle. So that's what I'm using, and I'm doing that with my cutter. So just making sure I have a good circle, and as you can see, it's really firm and well cut. So then what I need to do is now measure where I want my mirror to stand inside the circle, and then I'm going to do the decorations once I fix that. So you can either now at this moment, you can either fix the mirror, or if you want to do some more spray paint later, you might decide then to just trace the circle, make your decorations, and then you'll fix the mirror as the last thing. So I'll show you both ways. So what I want to do, I want to decorate the outer part, the part where in between of the mirror and in between of the circular the circular frame, I want to use some beads that I had thrifted some time back in Gikomba. So I want to reuse them again, and this time round I want to use them as decor for this mirror. So they are different sizes and different colors, but definitely I'll repaint them to be black, because that is what I'm going for. So as you can see, this is the second one. So I also want to trace again and just make sure I have a two complete circles to work with. So the next step is now to make sure that I fix the cartons at the back of the frame. So that's what I'm doing, using my hot glue and just making sure it's secure. So you can also do this as well, and just using some macrame inside to just make sure it's well secure. So as you can see, just making sure that there are no empty spaces left. So I'm going to be using macrame to just join the two and just make sure that it is firm, and just make sure that also the glue is hot enough so that you can have a good grip on the same. So that's what I'm doing, securing, just using the macrame and just going around and making sure that the two the frame and the carton is well secure. Then now I'm going to start with my decoration. So I'll be playing around with the small beads and the bigger beads, and just seeing how that goes. So that's what I'll be doing, guys, just juggling around and seeing. So what I'm doing, I'm measuring and just making sure I have the correct center so that I can place the mirror. So for this DIY, I decided to just stick the mirror before and use it when the mirror is there, and then I'm going to cover the mirror at the end when I decide now to start the spray painting. So you can either do this, you can, if you're very sure about the measurements and you're sure that you're not going to mess up and just leave very small space for you to place the mirror, then you can decide to just draw where the mirror will go, and then make sure that whatever you're decorating around the mirror is not going to tamper with the measurements. Again, you can also just do as I have done, just fix both the mirror and the frame on the carton, and then do the DIY, do the decoration, and cover the mirror when you want, if you need to spray paint it later. So you can either do those two. So there are those two tricks and hacks. So these are the beads that I was talking about, guys. As you can see, I'm just selecting the bigger ones and the smaller ones. At this point, it doesn't I don't mind the color variation, but I'm going to just try and make this cute, just making sure I have the color variation. But definitely this one, the colors won't be seen, because I'm also thinking of just using for them to just have the same color. So I'm going to spray paint them black at the end of it all. But definitely this is what I'm doing. So to fix them on the around the mirror, I'm using hot glue, as you can see, and just making sure that they are secure. So I'm going to do this with you guys. I'm not going to do a voiceover, because it might be very boring, because I'm going to be repeating myself. But let's get started on the decoration part, and then I'll get back with you. So once I'm done, so right now, you remember guys, I said I need to spray paint the beads. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just using some paper to just make sure I cover the top part of the mirror, and then once I cover it, I'm going to make sure that the mirror doesn't get the spray paint. So this is what I'm going to do, and you need to make sure that everything is secured. So just, you can even go over with some hot glue or even some macrame for the spaces, and just make sure that they are filled comfortably, and that whatever you're working on is you fully satisfied with it. So that's what I'm doing, just making sure that I have the final touches. Then after this, I'm going to do the same for the second mirror, and just use the bigger beads and some variations of different sizes of beads, and then I'm going to go ahead and spray paint, and I'm going to show that process with you. So I already covered the mirrors, as you can see. Just use the back part of the mirror, and now it's the spray painting part. I've spray painted the beads black, so I'm going to let them dry, and then you're going to see what happens. So guys, this is the outcome. I really love how the beads brought just some nice decoration on the frame. So these are the mats that I had made before, and I've just stick them on the wall, and then now I have also sticked the mirrors. As you can see, I really love how they came out, and I'm also thinking of adding some more mats on this wall in some different decors. As you can see, I now have side tables, which is something good and cool for me. So these are DIYs that you can do at home. I I hope you enjoyed today's DIYs, guys. I really love them, and I wanted to incorporate black. So I really love black. As you can see, even on my background, my frames are black. So I love black. And as you can see, I also did this DIY bottle with a black spray paint. So I love black because it matches with anything and everything. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Comment down below, let me know which was your best DIYs and if this is something that you can do, and also comment down below and tell me what else you would like to see on my channel. If you haven't joined our DIY family yet, kindly pause here, subscribe, share my video. Let's keep growing the channel. And guys, if you want daily dosage of DIYs, kindly follow me on Instagram and Facebook at CosyingUpWithEssy for daily dosage of DIYs and tips and anything else. Reach out to me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Cheers guys, have a lovely week and see you in the next